Hello again everyone. In today's video on the Hittites, we will briefly discuss a king named Anitta and his connection to the early Hittites in central Anatolia. Towards the end of the Assyrian trade network in Anatolia in the 18th century BC, a minor Anatolian king of Kusa, known as Pitana, sought to take control of the major Assyrian trade colony that was located at Kanesh, presumably so that he could gain more direct control over and wealth from the Assyrian trading network. This king also moved his capital from Kusa to Kanesh, also known as Nesa. After Pitana's death, his son Anitta succeeded him to the throne and continued his father's expansionist policy in central Anatolia. However, a military alliance was formed against Anitta's attempts, with one of the kingdoms opposing Anitta being the Hattian king of Hattus, the future site of the Hittite capital of Hattusa. This alliance though failed to stop Anitta, and eventually Hattus itself was taken after a siege. The city was then laid waste by the forces of Anitta. He then ordered the city of Hattus be sown with weeds and forever abandoned. He furthermore pronounced a curse upon anybody that dared to rebuild the city of Hattus, though the site would later become the Hittite capital of Hattusa. Little else is known about the deeds of Anitta, other than that he continued to expand his control over other kings and lands in southern Anatolia, and it is assumed that soon after his death, his new empire quickly crumbled. The primary reason how we know about the deeds of these two kings is based upon the fact that the Hittites preserved these historical accounts in a later document known as the Deeds of Anitta or the Chronicles of Anitta, which apparently was first recorded by Anitta himself and was then later copied and preserved by the Hittites at Hattusa in their own Nesite Hittite language over the centuries into at least the late 16th or early 15th century BC. Remarkably, the Hittites never named these two presumably non-Hittite kings as being a part of the later Hittite royal family, but yet they obviously felt that these individuals and their deeds were relevant and important enough to the Hittites so as to be copied and preserved for future generations, even though both kings were apparently not Hittites or even a part of the later Hittite royal line. The Hittites' motives therefore in preserving these accounts and keeping them at Hattusa is still unclear, and somewhat of a mystery at this present time. Another remarkable piece of evidence that supports the existence of King Anitta was also discovered within the remains of a large palace structure that was found at Kanesh, Nesa, in 1954. A spearhead with a cuneiform inscription upon it was unearthed, and when translated was found to read, "The Palace of Anitta, the Prince." It is concluded therefore that the palace at Kanesh acted as a royal residence of King Anitta. Next time we will begin to examine the first true kings of the Hittites and their Anatolian kingdom during the Hittite Old Kingdom period. Though until then, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more new videos every Friday.